What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got celebrity and we got I believe this is advice. And you know, man, this is a long advice, man. So, you know, just go ahead and be ready, man. This ain't gonna be no long video now. But you know, she wrote a lot. Man, she wrote a lot, so she must have been going through some shit. And the title of this one is actually Men Ain't Shit. So you know, female pretty much venting. You know, saying why men ain't shit. So man, you know, before we jump into this, man, do me a huge freaking favor, man. Do me a huge favor. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of October, man. So can you do me that favor, man? For you new subscribers, subscribe. Go ahead and like. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever, bro. You know, especially if you leave a comment. You know, I enjoy conversations. You know, I enjoy having conversations with some of you people, man. You know, we have some good, great, deep conversations, bro. One of my subscribers, man, about a month ago or two, I think that motherfucker did unsubscribed or whatever. But you know, I think it was either he or she, you know, felt some type of way about one of my posts. You know, we had a discussion and we came to an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you know, even my subscribers don't agree with some of the shit that I say, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I just say, give me the respect or whatever to at least, you know, comment and say something, you know, and you know, hopefully we can come somewhere. Now, sometimes some people say some of the most dumbest shit, and I just let it be. You know, I might like it just because I like your post. A lot of times, just because I like your post doesn't mean I'm agreeing with you. Doesn't always mean I'm agreeing with you. Now, not generally about 90% of the time, if I like your post, I do agree with you. But you know, not all the time. So you know, but if I respond to you, man, you know, let's have that conversation. You know, I enjoy conversations, so you know, let's do it, man. But like I said, man, you know, help me get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of October, man. That's look, that's a big goal. That's my goal, you know, and that's what I'm trying to get, man. So you know, y'all do me that huge favor, bro. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So the post goes on to say, she says, "Hello there, accountability queen. Hope all is well. I had a disastrous date 2 months ago. So I met this man at a get together with friends. We chatted for a few, then he asked me out on a date. He said there was a bomb ass soul food spot he wanted to try. He then told me he didn't mind covering the entire check as long as I stayed off my phone." So pretty much he wants you to go on a date and stay off your phone. Pretty reasonable. You're on a date for a reason. I told him I have a 6-year-old daughter and I would have to get a sitter for the day we went out. I also told him I wouldn't be on my phone, but I needed my ringer on for that purpose. He said, okay. So he picks me up and we had 20 minutes to the restaurant. It was fancy and I couldn't believe how nice it was. When we were waiting to be seated, I took a couple of quick pics, then put my phone back in my purse. He looked at me like he was mad. I let it go and we were seated a couple of minutes later. I'll be honest, I probably looked at my phone a couple of times to make sure I didn't get a message. When the food came out, I was amazed at the presentation, so I took a quick pic of my plate. He said out loud, "Really?" I said, "I never been here. I like the way they made my food is all." He then looked away from me. It was awkward at that point. I started asking him questions and he was short with answers. I asked him if he was mad at me. He said, "Yes, I told you I didn't want you on your phone while we are on our date. And I counted 5 times you looked at the damn phone. 2 times you took pictures." I told him, "I'm sorry. I wanted to cherish the experience." He ignored me. When the bill came, he asked the waiter to split it. He made it clear he was only paying for his meal. I told him, "What are you talking about? You said you would pay." He said, "I told you if you was on your phone, I wasn't paying." Now, I don't remember him saying that. So then she says, "I told him I was sorry and I didn't have any money. I used what I had left for the babysitter." He then said, "That's your problem. My portion of the bill with the automatic gratuity was $66. I started to cry. Daphne, he got up and left the table. When the waiter came back, I told him I didn't have any money my date left. He grabbed the manager. The manager stated he would have to call the cops. I begged him to please let me work it off. I told him I never had this happen. I begged and begged. He then allowed me to do the dishes. After an hour, he said I was good to go. Since he left me there, I had to call my babysitter. It was 9:45 p.m. I had to beg her to pick me up. She said she would. She would need gas. I had to give her jewelry in exchange. Daphne, this man really left me stranded. If he wasn't going to pay, I would not have ordered anything. He was controlling, demanding, and rude. I never heard from him again, and now I have major trust issues. Was I wrong? Or did he overreact? I take full accountability for not having money, but he was wrong for not letting me know he wasn't going to pay. Thanks for listening. At least you took accountability because, look, man, for any woman, for any man, like I said, you will have men that will fly women out, and then women will go up there, play dumb or whatever, and now they're left out stranded, and me personally, I feel like that's the most effed up thing to do, even for a female who deserves it. Even for a female who deserves it, I don't think you should just leave her out stranded, man, because like I said, if something happens to that girl, if something happens to that woman, that is going to fall on you, whether that be as far as consequence or whether that just be as far as conscience. Like, damn, bro, something happened to that girl and it's my fault because I should have been there to take her home or whatever, even though she made me mad. And like I said, man, for these women, y'all come out here, man, going on these dates broke as hell. Y'all going out, y'all getting flown out by these men broke as hell, and then shit happens, and then y'all sitting up here, upset, crying. You got so many women who will literally call your man broke, but be in this exact situation. And I hate it for the system, man, because it was just like this is a big patch of adversity that she went through. You're talking about going on a date with a man, he's forcing you to pay. He didn't want to pay because you were on your phone, which you should have listened. He told you not to be on your phone. So once again, like, people are addicted to the phones today. So on your phone, he ended up leaving. So you end up having to pay $66. Now your time is being wasted because now you can't pay it off. So you got to go wash some damn dishes. Then you have to sit over here and act. You got to beg your babysitter to come pick you up. I mean, dude, this is, if you broke, you shouldn't have went out. You should not have went out. You should not have went out. You should not have went out. What your kids do and you saying you spent your last on that babysitter? That ain't a good look, bro. That's not a good look, man. So, moving forward, man, I think women need to understand that, you're gonna have some men out here, man, that they're not willing to be, this romantic old guy. They're not this romantic person from back in the 40s and 50s. Women, y'all did away with that. Y'all did away with those men. There's no more men. Like, you probably got a few, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be very hard to find those men like that are very chivalrous and shit, because y'all women have destroyed chivalry. Y'all women have sat here, y'all done freaking played men for their money. Y'all done freaking used men for goddamn dates and all food and shit. So now, you got a lot of men who are going to be very, very, very selective and very hard when it comes down to the standards. You know what I'm saying? So you got men like this, saying, bro, look, if you on your phone, bro, you're out of here. And she was up out of there. Sadly, it's because women destroy that shit. No man want to be romantic to a chick, man, who can't even listen. No man want to be romantic to a chick, man, who's claiming to be a boss babe and all that stuff. So I hate it, bro. She digged herself a hole on that one, but man, this is a lesson learned. This is a lesson learned. Like I said, for women, even Daphne said it on her post. Stop going on these dates knowing that you don't have no money. Knowing that you don't have no money, you're just setting yourself up for failure at that point. So y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.